So let us verify now the same example using K-map. Okay. So first I will write down what are the essential prime implicants what you got from QM method. It was A, B bar, C and A bar, B, right? So we will verify whether this answer is correct or not using K-map. Okay. It's a 4 variable K-map. Okay. A, B, C, D are the inputs. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Next, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 6. Identify the cells. I will number the cells. 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9, 11, 10, 12, 13, 15, 14. Okay. 6 is a min term, 7 is a min term, 9 is a min term, 10 and 13 are the min terms. Don't care terms are 1, 4, 5, 11 and 15, right? So here start grouping. Okay. So I can group these min terms in two different ways, right? So first way I will tell you. The first way is you can group these min terms along with these two don't cares, right? So this is one group which is A bar B, right? So later we will verify the final answer. Okay. Next, these two don't cares are mixed with these two don't min terms and you can group them. This is what is the term here? It is C bar D. Okay. Now this min term can be grouped with only this don't care, right? So you will get one more term which is A, B bar, C. Correct. So what is the final expression now? It is f of A, B, C, D is equal to A, B, C, D is equal to what? A bar B plus A, B bar C plus C bar D, right? So compare this expression which you got from K-map with the QM method, the expression which we got from QM method, right? So how many terms it has? K-map has 3 terms and QM has 2 terms. That is the answer is not matching, right? A, B bar C is there? Yes. Then A bar B is there? Yes, right? So where this C bar D went, right? So let us see. So this problem is little tricky. You have to please identify what is the tricky part in this problem. Okay. So now I will solve it again this K-map using one more method, right? So one more way of grouping is possible. Let us identify that kind of grouping. Okay. Again I will put the 4 variable K-map here. I will put 4 variable K-map here. It is A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So put those min terms. No need to number the cells. You have already don't care comes here. Don't care 1, 1, 1, 1, don't care 1, right? So one more way of grouping is possible here. Just identify. Let me change the ink color. Okay. See, there is no don't care here. Leave this part. Just identify. Right. Right. So one I got. This is the one. This is one grouping, one kind of grouping. A bar B correct? Then instead of grouping, instead of covering these two minterms along with these two don't cares, these two minterms can be covered along with these two don't cares, right? So one more way of grouping. What is the expression here? It is D, and this one can be grouped with this don't care. And what is the expression here, or the term here? It is A B bar C, right? So if I write down the final expression here, it is f of A B C D, which is equal to A B bar C plus A bar B plus AD, right? So compare this expression again with the expression what you got from K-map. It is A B bar C, it is there, right? So A B bar C is there, then A bar B, it is there, right? But where is AD? This is the question mark. Okay, so let us understand what is that tricky part in the QM method. Okay, so just identify. I'll write down these two expressions in my previous slide. Okay, I'll go back to previous slide. Okay, now in this I want the prime implicant table. Where is that prime implicant table? Yes, here it is. Okay, so first I'll write down what are the expressions you got from K-map. Okay, right. So in this slide you see I wrote the expressions what I got from both the methods of K-map. Okay, so first I got the expression that is A B bar C plus A bar B plus C bar D, right? So but here in the from the prime implicant table you can observe I got only two terms, that is A bar B, that is A B bar C and A bar B, right? So again I need to obtain what? Here I'll try to get the second expression first. Okay, because the ink color is blue, right? I do not want to change the color of the ink. So now I'll try to obtain the second expression. A B bar C is there, right? Then A bar B is there, right? I want AD. How to obtain this AD from the prime implicant table? Just see, right? So here if I write these two prime implicants, A B bar C, it covers only 10. Just check, right? So you have only minterm. Try to concentrate on minterms. Leave the don't care terms. I am reminding you, leave the don't care terms. Only you try to cover minterms. Okay, so A B bar C covers only one minterm, that is 10, right? Second, A bar B covers only two minterms, which are 6 and 7. Now I need to cover 9 and 13 also, right? If I write only these two prime implicants, A B bar C and A bar B, I will cover only three minterms, which are there 9, 7 and 10. I need to cover two more minterms, which are 9 and 13, right? Just identify which prime implicant will cover 9 and 13. So this 9 and 13 are covered by two prime implicants. First identify this, which minterm, right? Because I want the third term is AD. Where is AD? AD, right? So just check whether it is covering those remaining minterms or no, right? So here your aim is to cover all the minterms, right? So if you can't cover all the minterms, then it is not essential prime implicant. The whatever expression you will get, that is not the simplified Boolean expression. Okay, so that simplified Boolean expression should cover all the minterms, right? So identify the prime implicant which covers 9 and 13. So here it is AD. So the third term is AD. I hope you understood. Yes, I hope you understood. If not, please go through, rewind the video and identify the term how I wrote there, right? So try to identify. Next, similarly 6, 7. Now I will try to obtain the first expression. Okay, so first two terms will remain same. Sorry, that is A B bar C plus A bar B. Now I need to obtain the third term which is there in the first expression, that is C bar D, right? So you can identify. See, 9 and 13 can also be covered by the prime implicant C bar D, right? Just see here these two cross marks, right? So these are nothing but min terms 9 and 13, right? So these two are also covered by the min term C bar D. So the third term is what? C bar D. So here either along with A B bar C and A bar B, either you write AD or C bar D, because if I wrote either AD and C bar D, then only I can cover all the min terms. If I write only these two terms, then I can cover only 6, 7 and 10, which is incomplete, right? So you need to cover all the min terms. 9 and 13 has to be covered along with 6, 7 and 10, right? For that I need to write one more min term, right? One more prime implicant. Let us say in this example, this completes. I hope you understood the problem. So suppose if there is no cross mark here, and if there is no cross mark here, right? So here A B bar C and A bar B will cover 6, 7, 10, right? So here here one cross mark is there at ninth column, this third column, and one cross mark is there at fifth column, right? So this will cover only one min term, 9. So in that case you have to write a C bar D, right? Along with this you have to write a C bar D, right? So if I write only C bar D, then it covers only one min term, that is 9, right? I need to cover one more min term, which is 13, that will be covered by either again BD or AD. So along with this I have to write either BD or what? AD, right? So this is the trickiest part what I had in this problem. So I hope you understood this tricky part. And understood the whole problem, right? So if you have any doubts, please ask on my personal number, right? So this completes your first module. I have covered the K-map, QM method, prime implicants. Bagli sir has already covered prime implicants, essential prime implicants, and the basic things, right? So this completes your first module, and we will have some quiz kind of thing on this, right? And I'll give you some more problems on this, right? So you can sit at home and you can practice those problems, okay? So from next class onwards we will start with the second module, okay? Thank you.